Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where we can now look for fingerprints. We looked at the locker here, which belonged to Gumshoe, of course. I think it was his fingerprints on there, but there is another. We don't want to move. We want to slide and use the fingerprint thing over here. So let's see if we can do just that on this locker with the weird thing hanging out the bottom. How do we use this thing? Do we have to like actually look on it? This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Right! There was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. Let's check for prints. Why would we leave it be? Some of the options are weird in this game. That's the spirit. Oh, I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using a chemical means. Any prints in that area would have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Okay, well maybe there's some more dotted around then. And we can just... So like, maybe there'd be some more around the area that weren't wiped away. Not sure where they would be though, because we're still zoomed in on this. Maybe on like this thing? Maybe on the cloth actually, but I don't know if we can use it on the cloth. Not sure if that's a thing. Also, Amy Worrell was saying about maybe using this dusting thing on the mascot, which had that big handprint on it, and that's actually a good shout, so we'll try that at some point. Where are we supposed to be dusting here? I like can't see anywhere that's lighting up yellow. I would have thought it, because before it lit up yellow on the box when we could dust. But we can't just press dust anywhere, it doesn't let us do that. So there's got to be something here we can dust, otherwise the mechanic wouldn't have launched, right? Weird. Alright, what happens if we go back? Nothing. Can we do it on the cloth? This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction. Oh, we're just gonna see this again, aren't we? I mean, can we maybe do something else to it first before dusting? Maybe if we do the luminol fluid first. Let's leave it be for now. What? Why not? Okay, fine. Oh, she gets really angry if you don't do it. Right, because what I want to do is see if maybe we've got to use the luminol fluid first. Let's give this a go. Maybe there's like some other handprints here, but I mean I would have thought that if they were, is there like anything on this cloth? No. No, I mean it already shows up, so let's see. Luminol fluid reaction. So let's just go through this again. We don't need to do this. So we can either do it or not do it. Check for prints. Fine. That's the spirit. Something, yeah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Okay, we only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area would have been wiped away too. Okay. It's high. Is that saying we need to like go higher up? Is that a hint, the word high? Because she sort of pauses before saying that. I don't know if that's intentional in any way. Alright, must find prints that weren't wiped away. Okay, well, I mean, I guess there's got to be something here. I mean, it doesn't let us press to dust, that's the thing. Like, pressing to dust is not a thing, so unless we've just got to, like, really systematically go over it to find if it's going to turn yellow somewhere. Not seeing anything so far. No. Nothing here. No. I mean, there's got to be something on this screen, surely, because why would it let us... Ah, hang on. Hey, something there. Okay, dust. Here we go then. It's just so last time when it actually did work, it seemed like we just really spammed as much dust as we could to like completely coat the screen before blowing the dust back off. So let's just like really coat the dust on here. I guess this is the way to go. I think what we did last time is we didn't use enough dust to actually show the full print. So we're gonna spam the hell out of this. Sorry if you can hear me just mashing the enter key. Okay. Alright, I would hope that'll be enough, but we'll see. Aha! It's a weird looking print. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Okay. So, does that mean we carry on going across, or do we want to go back to more towards where that was? I'm not seeing, unless there's one over this way. I'm thinking we probably want to go back the other way to more near where the first one was. So it was like somewhere around here, right? So let's try. Ah, there we go. There's something there. Is this just the same one again? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Okay, let's get all of this away. So whoever made this handprint or this fingerprint, whoever it is, it wasn't it wasn't covered in blood, was it? It was just from where they obviously touched the locker. So, I assume there's some relevance to that. Maybe it's not the person who had blood on their hand, but someone else. Okay, I mean, I imagine that's going to be fine, right? Oh, is this the same one again? I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good. Oh, okay. I don't really know. Let's try a different finger. So, it's... Okay, I mean, where would the different finger be? So, it's like, maybe like here? It's kind of annoying it doesn't put the cursor back to where it was when you come out of this mechanic, though. That I will say, because you've got to sort of find where you were before. I don't know if this is just going to show us that same print over and over again. Let's give it another go. Is that the same one again? Yeah, I think it's the same one. I get the feeling that... Let's try a different thing. See, it puts it like in the centre of the screen, so we were like up here somewhere. But I don't see... See, there's like... Is this the same bit? Because this is like slightly to the side. Let's try again. Unless of course it's... Unless, of course, there's going to be more than one on the same bit of screen. So maybe we've just got to dust the entire screen and there's more than one print on this actual screen here. That could be a thing. Okay, let's give that a try. It looks the same again. I don't... Let's try a different finger. How... I am very confused by this. I've got to say, this additional case has given me the most trouble out of this whole game. It's almost like the logic is slightly different in it, and it's just not clicking for me. It's not bad or anything like that. It's just it feels different to the other cases in a way where it's a little bit less intuitive what you're supposed to be doing. And there's a lot of sort of just fumbling around for maybe pressing statements again or finding the perfect item to show somebody without really any sort of hint at what that could be. And like this, she said, let's try a different finger. But the only place we seem to be able to get this yellow box is right around here. And it just shows the same print every time. So where is this other finger? Is it on this bit as well? Do we just carry on scanning this bit, or is it something entirely different? Is that a different bit? I don't know. It could be. So there's a bit there maybe. So is it there? Or are we once again scanning the same bit? It would be good if it sort of had an indicator on the screen that shows the bit that you already scanned. Maybe just like the outline of a fingerprint on the one we already looked at that wasn't good enough. So then you know, okay, I don't want to look at that same bit of the locker door again. Either that or the cursor just automatically lands back where you scanned after the little dusting minigame, so that you don't just go back and find the same bit again and do the same mechanic again. I don't know, maybe I'm just being a little bit over the top, who knows. Aha! There we go. That looks better. Okay, so we need to figure out who this belongs to. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. No. No. Oh. It could well be Jake Marshall. Looks very similar. Comparison complete. So Marshall's fingerprints are on that locker. Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. Found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print had been wiped. So who wiped Marshall's handprint off of the locker? That's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh! Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain. Not looking good for Marshall right now, gotta say. But why would Officer Marshall... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. ... I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Interesting. To be continued. Okay, so back to court then by the looks of things. Interesting. It's all coming together rather nicely, isn't it? So could it be Marshall? Maybe. Could it be someone else? February the 24th, 9:41 AM. Defendant lobby number 2. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time, and a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologise for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I am as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Skye. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belonged to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Skye? ... Do what you have to, Mr. Wright. Okay, so we're going to have to accuse Marshall then. 10 AM. Courtroom number 9. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defence is ready, Your Honour. The prosecution is... ... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait. Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? So that's Meekins, right? Things are getting wild from the get-go. Yeah, it is Meekins. Okay, cool. Alright, guys, well, we are out of time for today, so that's where we'll leave it, and we will speak to Meekins and cross-examine him in the next one. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Paul for the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paulione, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zolties, and I'll see you next time.